Hello, everyone. Welcome to Dyson Dynamics, where we drag in your dungeons. And tonight we will be resuming, hopefully with less stoppage due to the holidays, our campaign of Descent into Avernus, the WotC published module, which I have fixed. And we pick up with our heroes just after they had installed a large and heavy mantle clock on the mantle of Belin Stelmane, one of the dukes of Baldur's Gate, a installation that was commissioned through the Gimble and Sons clock shop where Marty works. We pick up with our heroes having just departed the sickly Stelmane's manor, and they stand in the manor district with their most recent escapade now behind them. And with that, I will turn it all over to you. Yeah, I think that pretty much just about covers everything that happened last session. There was a lot of time spent inside the manor. So.
What?
And we also met with Ramsith.
Oh yes, well of course. The session started with you all asking questions of the wizard Rasmuth before they saw themselves out in a what was originally a dramatic fashion, which then became sort of a macabre display of transmutation magic as they ripped open the door of the tavern, or of the Elf Song Tavern, with a human-sized arm jutting from a butterfly-sized body.
The greatest player interruption I've ever done. As they're like in the district, Jeremina, like ever since they left the estate, has been kind of like doubling over periodically, and like clutching her throat, and then she'll go, "Darlings, what?
You're right.
Do you think they were lighting incense in there, or like some kind of candle?"
Oh, it was very, very dusty in there. I wouldn't be surprised if you got tons of it stuck in your throat.
Yeah, it was really bad in there.
Did you know that I'm a... Do any of y'all have Claritin? Or just like anything at this point? Okay, I know you got some in your bag of there.
Obviously. I can look. I don't know if I got Claritin specifically, but...
Claritin is a wizard I met at Wizard College, actually.
No, I think I've heard of this this medicine. It's called Cleric Din. Sorry.
You're very funny, Olin. You got tons of jokes. Pass me the medicine before I ruin everybody's day.
I have that, but I do have a honey cough drop. Will that do? And some Benadryl, but that'll knock you out.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Whatever.
Thanks. This is... Oh, I hate these. Because then you can't taste or drink anything.
It's either that, or you get to cough up a lung while we walk through an already smog-filled city.
It's actually very hard to cough up a lung, but fair.
I hate this. Life is so cruel to me all the time.
So
for no reason.
I do know a very good doctor if you're worried about any like allergies or anything like that.
The last time I saw a doctor, I was 16. I'm not gonna see one now.
Marty, like,
at this point, it's a point of pride.
Okay.
Do you go and what? Don't tell me you go and see a doctor every year for a physical.
Every month.
Every month, girl. Well, you're like in your 50s. You don't got time for all that.
I have. Never mind.
No. What do you have?
I've seen a doctor in about 3 years, but that's because I've been traveling.
But no, what do you got? What do you got that you got to see a doctor every month?
No, don't worry about it.
Well, I'm not worrying about it. I'm curious. You were about to bring it up. Don't be all coy.
Maybe it's a private health concern, Jeremina.
Exactly.
Okay.
But
All
anyway,
health concerns are private.
do we want to head back to Gimbal and Sons? Because
We do have to inform them we delivered the clock.
And
successfully.
also Olden's
friend's arm is still there, and I want to check that out still.
bedroom visitor.
What?
She's still talking about Jojo, I think it was?
Wait, what?
your bedroom
Jojo's
visitor,
arm had gotten
Jojo.
fucked up.
Yeah.
The dude that visited
Oh, now
Well,
I remember. I literally forgot. And when you said JoJo, I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" I was like, "I know I paid attention. I know I paid attention. I don't know a JoJo."
Yeah, we should. I would love to meet him. He paints a very striking image.
You can never. Oh, I guess we'll meet him today
Okay.
because I do want
Maybe.
to talk to him about the
So are we? I assume I'm assuming we're walking.
Yeah, we're walking, but I hate how much fucking walking we have to do every single day. It's walking.
It's not like we have a car. Oh, sorry. It's not like we have a carriage or a wagon.
I walk all the time. It's fine.
Well,
exercise.
I don't want to walk.
And I'm certainly not going to get on a horse. Those are freaks of nature.
You're not wrong. They are very. So my ex-husband had a boyfriend obsessed with horses. I could never get it. They're prey animals. You look at a horse for too long, or you look at it too weird, and it breaks its leg and dies. I swear they are actively trying to themselves.
Before I lost contact with my brother, he said that he was on some sort of ranch as well. So it's very odd. I'd never understand the horse obsession.
Me neither. I don't. Oh, there's all that. You look into the eyes and you get it. It's like, no, I look into a horse's
there's nothing
eyes.
behind those eyes.
No! The only thing behind a horse's eyes is how
murder.
much. Yeah. Did you know that they can eat meat?
They can?
Yeah. Yeah, they'll eat people. Chicken eggs.
Anything
Chicken
eats
eggs
chicken
are
eggs.
meat.
That's not that surprising.
No, come here. Get in close. I heard once that there was this horse now, and this horse was getting attacked by this fox, and the horse just ate the fox. It just like killed it and then ate it, because the worst thing about horses is they don't waste.
Yeah, they don't.
I think that's what scares me. That they know so much, but they don't do anything about it. I bet you anything, if we went up and we talked to a fucking horse, they'd know about El Terrell. And they've just been sitting on that, and they won't tell a single soul about it.
I feel like that could track, but only very specific horses. And
Yeah,
only if they have the ability to understand language.
Like a Clydesdale. I mean, they're too big, right? Like, they don't care. They're living their lives. Once you get that big,
They do deserve rights, I would say. They're very hardworking horses.
right? Exactly.
As you make your way out of the out of the manor district and into some of the more industrial and sort of merchant wards, you do see horses.
See, look at them over there. All right, now that is, I'm pretty sure that's a palmetto. I think that's a type of bug. Because it's got them dapples on it. It's like a poinsettia. No. It's got like a P in it. Is that what you call them? It's just paint?
Do you mean Appaloosa?
Yeah.
Appaloosa. That is exactly what I meant. Thank you so much, Sil. Because see
There's
that
no-
horse over there. I bet if we walked over and we asked that horse what happened to El Terrell, it would know exactly. Also, I'm pretty sure if we did that, they would start speaking in tongues.
We think we could ask the I'm forgetting his
Have we
name.
considered asking him about the cult? There's no way that the cult people aren't horse, like horse people.
Wait, do you think they sacrifice horses?
No. I think it's like, I don't know.
Centaur?
I mean, if they sacrificed horses, I mean, I don't get it. Like, there's so much work involved with horses.
Marty would
like-
like walk up to a horse.
Take out the leg and just run.
It is a horse that has been tethered to the outside of a small vending stall. It appears to be chewing hay.
Marty will sail up to within keeping a distance. God, I just looked at your video.
I'm sorry. I'm also picturing the fact that Marty is sidling up to this horse, coming up to its like knee.
Yeah, obviously. Excuse me, Mr. Horse. Do you know anything about the Cult of the Dead 3?
Is Marty okay?
It whinnies and shakes, and then it gives you sort of like a head jostle that may suggest you should go ask another horse.
I'm afraid this horse doesn't know anything.
Well, we
The
can't.
horse is lying. All men lie, Marty.
You're right, I should have asked him there. Side note, that would have been a perfect place for Rasmus.
So the Mister
You almost did it, didn't you?
knocked me out.
Nice.
Do we make it to Gimbal and Sons at some
Please,
point?
give me my Gimbal and Sons.
You guys tell me when you make it to Gimbal and Sons. I'm only gonna,
Okay,
I'm
so
only cutting your scene off to
horses-
tell you there's a horse. That's it.
So
Okay.
horses. Okay, how about this? Horses ain't cultists. But I think cats are, but like for fun.
No, they're not.
No, they totally are. But they're just in it for fun. Like they don't actually believe in it. They're just there for like the free clothes
They're
and the
like
food
neutral.
and the giggles
Free
of it
food,
all.
definitely.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
No, they
Cats are sweet
totally are.
babies. Absolute cinnamon buns. I've never met a cat that wasn't wonderful.
I had an in-law who was extremely into cats.
I'm sure they must have been very nice.
No, yeah, he was. I think I got along with him the most out of all my in-laws.
Oh, that's so sweet. I never got to meet my in-laws. Probably good, because then I would have had to,
Oh my goodness.
like...
The middle child? He's a middle child, right? The middle child was extremely into horses.
No, that would be too serendipitous.
And
Yeah, besides it was...
we are at Gimbal and Sons.
Oh, we are at Gimbalins. We just keep walking after.
And that's what... we're here.
Guys, we passed it.
Well,
Olin stopped. Olin stopped at the door and just watched you all fucking leave.
And like EV3 is like right there as well because its instructions supposed to go to Gimbal and Sons too, so it's also confused. Already trying.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at that! Olin's waiting on his boyfriend. That's so cute.
We're all waiting on his boyfriend.
Wait, what time is it?
I never wait on a man.
It's around 3 p.m. or so.
And you said, Marty, you said Gimbals and Sons closes at 5, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
But
so we've
I've
got 2 hours to kill.
Okay,
well,
I'm gonna
I'm
be honest with you
looking at
though.
that plate.
I mean, he's an assassin. You know, Gimbal and Sons closes at 5. I'm pretty sure you just break in afterward.
No,
You
that's
better not.
true.
Anyway, he said so yeah, we got 2 hours to bend and break.
Oh, we should also probably let Mr. Gimble know before we decide to mill about that we installed the clock.
And I want to make sure he didn't bleed to death on that blade because it did look very sharp.
Yes. Alright, inside?
Inside.
All right, you once again enter the familiar interior of Gimbal and Sons, the sort of cacophony of ticking clocks out of sync, filling your ears as you cross the precipice of the door. And sitting there on the counter is the prosthetic arm, the sharp-looking blade now retracted into the forearm where it sprung when you last left. Mr. Gimble is not present behind it, but you do hear what sounds rummaging in the back. It appears as though he might just be in the back storeroom or something like that.
No, I should check on him.
Well, this is your domain, Marty.
Mr. Gimbal, you back there?
You hear a clang, click, clang, as it sounds like he brought his head up into something, and then he'll say, yes, I'll be right there. Oh, goodness.
Is he okay?
He's a little eccentric. But here, when he comes out, Marty will sort of quick look at his head, make sure he's okay. First aid, and then...
Okay, yeah, he eventually comes out. It does take him a few minutes to do so. He comes out, you take a look over at his head. There is a little red mark there that does seem like he did catch a bump, but he'll be all right.
You'll be fine.
Yep.
Fine. So, we delivered the clock, and...
The invoice, signed, complete?
Yes, right here. And Marty will hand that over.
Excellent. I will take it to the ledger, and he'll sort of give it a once over and nod approvingly. And
Actually, did you put in the invoice for the arm yet?
No, I have not. I billed upon receipt.
Makes sense. Yes.
And he'll say it is almost done though.
May I
A
look
few
at
more
it?
things. Oh, certainly. And he'll sort of give the invoice a once over once more, and then head to where you know his office is to add it to the ledger.
Marty is looking at his arm.
Okay. It is an arm. It appears to be made out of a mix of materials. And that's the best you're able to measure without a roll. What particularly are you trying to learn about it?
She is very interested in the mechanics of it, specifically the arm blades, because she's never seen that before.
Okay.
So the mechanisms of basically how it works and stuff.
Sure. Roll a check utilizing your a tool proficiency. So either you would have Tinker's tools or Thieves' tools, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. And with that, so let me see. Oh gosh. Bad roll. That is a 4 on the die plus proficiency for 6, and then I don't know what else to add to a Tinker's test. Just...
It would be proficiency,
Thank you, Eva
Dex or
Genius, for the
intelligence,
follow.
your
We
choice.
appreciate it.
Okay, so then a
and-
total of 3, 4, 7, 9. Ugh.
Okay. So, with a 9, what you're able to determine by giving it a closer look, a once over with a skilled hand with a set of tools, is first and foremost that that there are multiple features to this particular prosthetic. It is not just the arm blade. They are triggered by buttons on the sort of the pads of the fingers, and so meaning that you would infer that there are at least 4 features to it. Likewise, you're able to determine that the mix of materials built on this prosthetic, it's not something that you would necessarily see fully from Gimbal and Sons, but you would also know that the materials used here would be metal, wood, and a clay mixture of some kind, which would also lend you to believe the fact that there is some arcane aspect to it as well.
Yeah, so like every things that she might have used herself in EV3's construction.
Yeah, very similar.
Metal, wood, and clay. 4 things. Or mechanisms. Interesting. This is a very fascinating arm. I will definitely have to ask him where he got this from.
Oh, and you would have noticed that it appears as though Mr. Gimbal has pulled out the sort of large indentation that was in it, and made the requisite repairs already.
Okay, cool. All right. And then he said he was coming at noon. All right, cool. Oh, that's about as much information as they can get out of this thing. I would love to see the schematics. Hi, Jazz. But, it's a... Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent. What did we want? What did we want to? You said we had a couple hours to
2 hours.
kill.
We should go gambling.
At what was it? At the house of God, I can't remember.
At the lady's house, or
Thank
whatever.
you. I was halfway there. Ladies' Hall.
The
That's
ladies'
one.
hall.
We should go gambling. We'd been to a club. Whoop. We'd been to a tavern. Whoop. You know, we'd met Ramses. We've done just about everything. We haven't gone gambling, though.
We haven't.
I don't see why not. How long would I know about how long? Would Silkas know how long it would take to get to the hall and back?
You would say probably about 45-ish minutes to get there, and then 45-ish minutes to get back.
Ooh, that would be literally just
that's about
walking
an hour
there.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a good idea. What is around Gimbal and Sons, Marty?
This is the upper city, so what would be around Gimbal and Sons?
Right. Well, let's see here. Okay. Whoops.
You know, I've done a fair share of things in my life. I haven't gone gambling yet. Though it did take a
Really?
gamble marrying my husband. It didn't pay off.
They always say it's you never quite win at gambling.
Yeah.
If you like, after we meet up with Jetto, we can go gambling.
That sounds good.
Oops.
Jojo, Jetto, Jet. What's some other names we can cook up for this guy?
God, JJ sounds so infantile. I don't think I could call him that.
Not even jokingly.
We'll figure out some more when we see him.
So let's see. Inside the area of the upper city, you guys, there is Distant Shores, which is the import-export shop. There is a bakery called Harbreeze Bakery. There's the Unrolling Scroll, which is kind of a bookshop type deal. There is the Blushing Mermaid, which is a tavern. Just on the edge near the steeps, and sort of in the same area of Gimbal and Sons, would be the High Hall of Wonders and the Hall of Wonders. And then, yeah, that just about covers everything. Well, there's the Watch Citadel, but I mean, I don't know why you guys would want to go there.
Let's get to the Watch Citadel. So,
What's the Watch Citadel?
Oops, sorry.
It's just a guard shack, basically.
Well, if we're thinking food, there's the Blushing
Shop
Mermaid.
in? Oh,
Oh,
Blushing
well, if we're
Mermaid's good.
looking, well, there is the Distant Shores, which is the one place where the dude was working before he died. There's a bakery, which is pretty good. I like the scones. There's the Rolling Scroll. It's like a bookstore. There's the Hall of Wonders, the High House of Wonders.
And perhaps the most notable feature, which I went right over in my map, is the Wide itself, which is a sort of big open air market space. That is, yeah.
We actually haven't been to the Wide proper. We've just walked through it.
Yeah, I do have to set up my stall.
So we're going
So
to have a stall there.
yeah, I got my permit and all that. Do y'all want to help me set up my stall?
I'll
Oh,
help to help.
certainly. How long should it take?
I mean, it shouldn't take too long, especially with so many hands on it. I've been avoiding it because I got this thing sometimes where, like, even though I want to, like, it's just so hard to get to it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes. I do. Sadly. But, yes. With many hands, we should be able to make it happen for you.
Ah, thank y'all. This is sweet. Olin,
Yes.
are you gonna help us?
Sure.
All right.
Where are we going?
Do you know what you're helping with, boy?
No.
We're helping Jeremina build her stall
Like
in the Wide.
a
She's going to make a textile and clothing
Like a
stall.
stall.
Oh,
place where you sit at, yeah.
I thought you meant something to sit on. I don't know how to do wood crafting.
That's okay, Olin. It's perfectly fine.
Okay.
Olin,
Well,
do you know that you're perfect?
No.
I do. I know that you're perfect. You're so... Never change, okay? You were just so... You're so sweet. So clueless. You're like a dog at a shelter. It's 3 days from being put down.
Jesus.
Jeremina!
Jeremina! I was with you until that.
That was fucking rude.
Where did that come from?
So you're gonna be put down in 3 days, fucking
Well, I
dead
mean,
bitch.
I was thinking about Olin if he was a dog at a shelter, and then I was like, wait, looking at Olin as he is now kind of thin, very sickly looking, pale. I mean, he'd probably be one of those dogs with, like, mange.
I think he just looks like that, Jeremina.
Well, dogs with mange also just look like that.
Well, then he would be just a greyhound. Sickly, pale, thin. That's a greyhound.
I'm no dog.
I know, but if you were...
Right, let's go set up your stall.
Okay, yeah, my stall.
All right. You guys make your way from the Nimble and Sons clockmaker shop, sort of twisting through the sort of, fairly tight streets of the upper city, and then eventually your vision opens wide into the wide. It is a large open air market that's sort of almost doubling serving, or you could imagine if all of the shops and stalls and tents and things like that were broken down, could easily serve as a mustering ground for the Flaming Fist if they were to ever need to sally beyond the gates to meet a threat or anything like that. And it's probably one of its true purposes. The area at this time, the foot traffic has started to fall down. The buildings on the outside, they all have, or most buildings have, inwardly facing shops. You can tell that there's sort of a best practice rule to leave almost a road going around the center of the wide, and in the center of the wide is where all of the shops and sort of little stalls, traveling merchants, etc. are located.
Now, I think my permit says my spot is... She passes it to Marty. I can't fucking read that.
It should be right over there, and she will point in a direction that makes sense for what Jeremina paid for.
Okay. Sounds good. Easy enough. You're able to sort of make your way, and you have a spot which directly faces one of the large gates of the city. Next to you are some smaller shops. They look to be like local artisans, crafters from the area. Some on one side selling sort of like knitted goods, like yarn goods, and then on your left is somebody who must have sort of chickens or some other egg-laying fowl, as they are selling eggs by the dozen. And then there's a blank spot right in between them.
This is a good spot, Jeremina.
I was kind of surprised out facing the
very
gates. I'm excited. All right. Okay, I put all my stuff. All right, and I'm just gonna give me a second. And Jeremina will kind of like leave, and she'll be back in like 20 minutes, and she's like carrying like a bunch of wood, like slung kind of across her body, and then like a few mannequins, and then like basically like a trolley full of goods. And then she's like, all right, someone needs to remind me to get back this trolley, because oh, the dust is awful. I bought this trolley from someone, so make sure I give it back. And okay, I can't see. Am I walking in the right way?
Go over and grab stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
EV3
thank
will
you
do
so
the
much,
same.
baby.
Okay.
Oh, EV3, you're so handsome, and so are you, Olin. All
That
right,
noise.
there we go.
I love it so much every single time. Wow.
Wow.
I can try and paint some of the signs if you like.
I think that's a good idea. I've got the sign right here. I mean, it doesn't look very good, but it was what I could come up with. So if you could spruce it up, that'd be great. I don't have any paint.
Absolutely.
Let me. A gold should cover any paint you need to buy or equipment.
I've got the money for it.
Okay.
Thank you.
And just point me in a direction. Like, I can't help with those heavier things, but I can set up some objects, I guess, and EV3 is obviously EV3.
Would you be able to make the stall. It's kind of already pre-assembled, but I mean, it's mostly just like the hammering and all that. Can you do that?
Marty kind of looks over. It's like, yeah, we can figure that out.
All right. And then what I can do is I can start setting up the mannequins. Olin,
Just as he's putting stuff down.
can you set out all the fabrics, like stuffing them, like organizing them?
Sure. I think I can.
Okay.
We'll start laying them out.
As you all are busying yourself with assembly of the stall, you sort of hear a voice from behind you, sounding very formal, sort of announcing themselves with clearing their throat. Oh, welcome to the Wide. Do you have a permit? And as you turn and look, it is a sort of younger looking man, probably 25 or so, has fairly long hair, is wearing a very, very deep blue tabard with a yellow griffin on it. And in the griffin's hand is a pouch that appears to be thick with coin. And walking alongside of the person who's addressing you is a armed individual wearing the same colors, sort of a gruffer looking man, resting both of his hands on what looks to be a rapier at his side.
Owen
Yeah,
goes
I
back to
got
what
my
he's doing.
Yeah, I got my permit. Just give me 1 second. And it's right. Where did I put the permit? I just had it in my hand.
I think you might have put it in the trolley.
Oh, that would make. Just give me 1 second. I'm so sorry to take up your time. And it's right.
No, that's quite all right. That's fine.
Birth certificate, marriage license, social security.
What was it that you gave me earlier, Jeremina?
Statement of divorce. I gave you the permit, right? And then you gave it back to me.
Yeah,
Did you give it back to me?
I'm pretty sure I did.
Can you check your bag?
Yeah, Marty will look through, and I'll follow your lead on this. Does she have?
I don't think you gave it back. I think you just pointed it, then we all just started working.
Yeah, everyone started walking. So, like, if we're supposed to have it, Marty has it.
Yeah, you do.
And
Yeah.
You will look where she was looking.
Marty does.
Does Marty have the?
Yes.
Here it is.
Oh,
And
thank
she will hand it
you.
over to Jeremina.
Here's my permit. Here's my guild license. And I have all of my other identifying documents that led to me getting the permit if you need that.
He will remove a set of spectacles from the shirt beneath the tabard and sort of prop them on his face, and we'll go ahead and review whichever documents you hand him, and then he'll sort of fold them, not hard, just kind of over on themselves a little bit, and he'll say, "You look quite familiar. Do I know you from somewhere?"
To who?
Jeremina.
Okay. Oh no. Oh
No, I don't. I can't. I've never left Luskin. I've never been compared to a star or an actress of any kind.
And he'll say, "Interesting. I could have sworn I saw you around the attorney's office. Well, it seems as though everything is quite in order here. I just, duties of the bailiff," and he'll extend the papers back to you with a smile.
No problem. You mentioned seeing me around the attorney's office. But do you do business there?
He'll sort of like tap his friend who remains expressionless and very serious. He's like, well, of course, I'm the bailiff of the Wide. I work directly for Pursemaster Jasso, the Duke, potentially the next Grand Duke.
How tall is this guy?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
God damn it!
He's like 5'8", probably.
Yes! I knew it! He was giving me 5'8" vibes. Okay.
Sir, if you don't mind my asking, what's your name?
Ah, Haxalon Trude.
Why does that almost sound like one of those like Dixie Normus like kind of names?
Yeah, it really does.
Right?
It literally just sounds like a fake. Like I'm saying it in my mind, and I'm like, where's the joke?
Haxalon. There's like a joke somewhere.
Exactly. It just doesn't sound right.
I'll have you know it's a family name.
I really wasn't
okay.
expecting the bailiff of the Wide to look so young.
Owen's gonna swear in Barovian.
Marty is
Is
like
going to go
pinching the
back
bridge
to
of her
painting the
nose.
sign with like
He'll start-
renewed vigor.
He'll sort of tuck a thumb under his chin and will say, "Oh, well, like I said, it's a family name, Haxalon Trude III. My grandfather was once Pursemaster, and that's where I expect to be. Once Kathir Jasso sees himself to the position of Grand Duke."
Oh, I see.
No, that's good. I'm honestly, of all of them, I hope it's Kathir Jasso too. If nothing, I like his name. Haxalon. What a good family name. I was never lucky to have a family with family names.
All right. Well,
It was a pleasure meeting you, Mr. Haxalon.
Very, very much a pleasure.
yes. Well, enjoy your time at the Wide. I'm sure I'll be seeing all of you around. And he will take a courteous bow and will see himself off.
What color was his hair?
Brown.
As soon as he's
only
as
like
soon as he's out of
man.
yeah,
What?
as soon as he's out of earshot, Silk is gonna go, really?
I can't help it, young man with brown hair.
He is a boring version of what's Southern drawl. Just
Nice.
looks like living fruit.
Every government man's the same.
It's true.
Then why
It-
did you date government men? And don't date them.
Oh baby,
Or
I'm not
fuck them,
dating him.
fine.
It's never for anything.
Like,
Owen's
you
just
know they're
gonna-
going to say
Owen's-
something like, "Oh, this dick needs a permit," or something like that, and we'll like try to make it sexy, but it won't happen.
That's fine. Marty, you and me exist in different worlds.
That's very true.
The textiles are done.
Oh,
And
And the
the
spell's
sign
done,
is
by the way.
almost done.
did he do it? Did he do a good job, like organizing them?
They are very much in order and very well like lined up.
This is good, Olin. Oh, so cares. I love the sign.
He added some flair to the letters, somehow connected them and made them cursive. And then, does Jeremy have a like flower that she wears or likes that Silkas would know about?
I don't know about.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, he could have asked. Well,
Oh,
I don't think he could have asked while Jeremina was flirting. I'm just saying.
but roses. She's pretty obsessed with roses.
All right. And there's like a little. It's sided by roses at the bottom and has the underline.
Can Olin look around and see if anybody's interested in them more than just being people setting up a new shop?
And the automaton.
Oh, yes. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Fuck my life, dude. 8.
So
He's busy.
I mean, the act of this getting set up is drawing a lot of attention, but almost too much so that anyone who was actually watching you could very easily blend into a crowd or any manner of things to observe this happening.
There are so many. Are they looking specifically at EV3 or just like at everyone?
The stall.
Yeah,
like in
it's
general.
just the amount of work we're doing.
Yeah, it's probably a mix of EV3, this giant automaton performing these very simple manual tasks, layered on top of everyone here is here to shop. So there's also an air of, trying to see what the nicest thing might be so they can jump on it once the stall is open.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Olin, actually, EV3, can you help me put the sign up?
Mm-hmm.
Sign goes up.
Perfect! Now, I need help. I've got a bunch of outfits made, and I'm gonna... She sets out, like, a bunch of, like, little cards, like, things that you fill out with your measurements or, like, appointment time, stuff like that. But she's like, I've got a bunch of pre-made outfits.
Olin's gonna try to stealth away.
Roll a stealth check.
Wait, can Silkas contest that?
Sure. Perception.
Oh my god. Yes. Or a grapple check. I imagine.
I'm waiting.
That's gonna be a 23.
Damn.
23.
Oh, you're kidding me.
You got me. You got me on a 23. I rolled it. I rolled an 18.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I thought you guys.
No, we both hit. No, we both. Yeah, we met. I got a 23. Yeah, I rolled a.
Oh shit!
My points equal 23. I rolled a natural 18.
Oh wait, so you literally rolled a 23?
Yeah, I rolled 23.
Yeah.
So Silka sees Olin just like try to just blend in behind EV3 and like walk away.
Silkas grabs his arm.
Shit.
But
I got
You were
these
saying-
mannequins for but I don't know which 2 outfits to do.
well, let's see him.
Oh,
Okay.
yes, let's see them.
So I've got this
Olin,
peacock.
you didn't have to worry about putting any of them on.
I don't trust her.
I've got this peacock one. I did draft up this handsome little suit. I was thinking about Olin.
I told you. I told you.
But
It's a
Olin, you don't.
suit, it's fine. You look good in a suit.
Yeah.
No.
But I mean, it's kind of simple. It doesn't really show off what I'm good at, which is obviously these colors.
They're very nice colors. You're very good at colors.
I don't look good in color. It's not from me.
Okay, well, this isn't about you, Olin.
Perfect.
Anyways, I've got this red outfit. Now, it's supposed to be a pantsuit, but I'm pretty sure, it's fine. It's just red.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got these 2, but I don't feel as good about them. But I mean, I guess they're decent.
So I would say the suit and the colors, put them at either side of the stall. Normally, it seems people are going to be, when they approach a stall, they look from the left to the right. So if you want them to notice the colors first and the darker ones second, you want to put bright and then dark.
Okay. She'll prop up the mannequins and get to work. And then I think she puts the rest of the clothes she's pre-made onto, like, a mobile, like, clothing rack.
Yeah.
You know how it goes. And then she'll reach around and pull out a big spool of ribbon, and she'll take it, like toss it, and then run over, grab the end, snip it, then run back with like the ribbon trailing behind her, and she wraps it around the stall. She ties it into a big fat ribbon,
Oh, okay.
and then she's like, "All right, okay, who's got scissors?" Dumb
I do.
question. That would be. Oh, you got scissors?
Yeah, I have my tinkering. They're not made for fabric, but they'll do.
Okay.
Oh, you have fabric. Yeah, I'm trying.
No. Okay, let's use your scissors.
Okay. She will pull out the clearly well loved but well maintained scissors and will hand them over to Jeremy.
Is Barty left-handed?
She is.
Nice. Oh, you're left-handed. I'm ambidextrous
Oh,
and
nice.
bisexual.
Fair enough.
I
think
knew
it's correlated,
that second
yeah.
part was coming. I knew that second part was coming. I was like, there's going to be a sex joke somewhere. There it is.
It was more a
Bye,
joke about the, oh, I'm ambidextrous. Oh, that's cool. Love who you love.
But Marty will
Well,
hand them
okay.
over.
All right, everyone, gather around. Come on, everybody put their hand on the scissors. Y'all helped with the stall as much. All right.
EV3?
Yeah, Evie 32. Come on, get in there. All right, Olin, are you getting in?
Yeah, yes. He's gonna put his hand like on Silk. It's just because he doesn't. He's just trying to get involved.
Marty's
Oh,
like
yeah.
starts checking under everyone because there's 5 people holding the scissors.
Okay. Ooh, so exciting. I've never owned my own business. Alright, okay. 3, 2, 1. Here's to a great year and nothing interrupting this. Ah! Stalls open!
Eh.
Alright, woo!
And with that declaration, you all notice that about 2 hours have elapsed.
Yeah.
Woo!
Woohoo!
The stall can be left to be by itself.
That is what the bailiff of the wide is there for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Then shall we head?
Yep.
As we shall.
Honestly, about a
Alright.
character in big open markets like this, I mean, the people on both sides of yours watch out for your stall.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, well,
Mhm.
it's basically like the way that I decided on the wide was I was like, it's like a giant thrift store. Like
Yeah.
where like you rent a space, you just leave the shit, and then like the proprietor or like, you know, who's ever watching it, or in this case the bailiff of the wide, you know, they make sure that people don't run off with your stuff. You know. Anyways, you all make your way back to Gimble and Sons, to Mr. Gimble sort of walking around the shop with a feather duster, which has a extension hastily added to it, and to be able to dust off all of the clocks on the top shelf. And as your eyes pan around the shop, you note that the arm is still on the
good.
counter.
EV3, can you help Hugin?
EV3 will go ahead and will reach into the bag and make a feather duster appear, and will begin dusting the various clocks along the top. And Mr. Gimble will say, "Oh, thank you. I'm just trying to get out of here."
Are you heading somewhere fancy? Or where you headed?
Home. I'm tired.
Fair enough.
Silkis is going. Are there is there a waiting room or seats that can be sat in?
Yeah, there's seats in the sort of area in front of the counter.
Marty
Silkis will take a
would.
seat.
Marty quick scurries back to her kind of area workshop, and will sort of drag out a stool that is on wheels. Be like,
Okay.
here's another seat. My couch is back there, but I can't move that.
This is fine. I just needed somewhere to sit. Jeremy, you should take a seat. You've been on your feet.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good. She'll take a seat.
Marty will take a
This
stool.
is nice.
Thank
I
you.
do like it. Very nice waiting room.
Yeah, it's usually only all we have are high-end customers, really. But for the fanciest commissioned pieces, this is where they tend to hang out for a little bit, just to let them look at the clocks and see which ones they like, etc. And wait for us to finish. But
As eventually, Mr. Gimble sort of makes his way along the tops of all of the clocks, and will sort of swing his duster over his shoulder and say, "Are you all planning on locking up then?" And he'll look at you, Marty.
Yeah. Well, I want to make sure that he gets his arm back, and I kind of feel bad for leaving you to do all of this for the past couple of days.
Oh, no worries. After all, it's my business. And sort of walk back behind the counter and put up his feather duster, and then we'll sort of, good night. Don't stay too late, and we'll
Of course.
Good night,
You have a
Mr.
good night,
Egan.
Mr. Gimble.
see himself out.
So,
I promise. Oh, go on.
is anybody good at cards?
Actually. No. I mean, I've played cards before, but I'm not particularly good at it. Marty sort of just taps her fingers on the counter and thinks.
I had this one girl hit on me at a bar who really liked gambling, but she wouldn't cheat for the life of her. Really weird girl. I mean, if you're gonna do gambling, you'd... like, as much as she did, you'd cheat at some point. But no, she refused to cheat. Like, she didn't know that you could.
Maybe she was just so, she liked the feeling of gambling, but she respected the rules, so to speak. But maybe if she knew about the cheating, she would have done it. We'll never know.
I mean, to be fair, I also would not cheat at gambling. It's kind of against the rules.
Right, but I mean, if you gambled every day, every hour, especially with how much you lose, I mean, at some point it would cross your mind.
Oh, one of the high rollers. Every so often, my husband and I would go out on the town when he had the energy. There was one man that he recognized from one particular gambling hall who would come in with 2,000 gold, and he would play for about 1 or 2 hours, and if he was up, if the 2 hours ended, he would go. If before the end of the 2 hours he'd lost the 2,000 gold, he would just leave.
That's a
Like
lot
that?
of gold.
Yeah, just like that.
Olin's talking to the feather.
Are they having a good time in there?
She misses the fire. So, and then he goes in Elvish. Anvil. How do you say that?
Was she hard on?
I don't understand this.
Was she a blacksmith?
Yeah, she actually crafted this blade.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
I think, yeah, she at least reminded me.
So she been stuck? How long has she been stuck in that feather?
No idea.
Oh, the lady who is in the feather used to be a blacksmith, so she misses doing the work that she did.
There's a
Misses her
lady.
anvil.
There's a lady in the thing.
I told
Yeah.
you this, yes.
We did
No.
establish. There's a child in the chess piece, and there's a
No.
lady in the feather.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
It's very
Like
weird.
right now.
Oh.
Yes, that's who he talks to.
A child's been hearing the things I say. Oh,
Nah.
I gotta go pray. I'm sorry. One sec. I gotta go. I'm not. I'll be right back. I'm gonna head out. I'll be right back. I am so.
I have a very small little forge set up in the back room.
I don't know how to, so it wouldn't. I don't want to break something.
I mean, we have
But
until.
do you think that she would be able to see it? Maybe Marty could put in a lapel as she works.
She senses through me. I don't know if she can
Okay.
see.
That makes sense.
I can. I mean, we have until Dredo gets here. I can give you a quick lesson.
He'll ask her. She says if you want to try, you can. And he'll offer you the blade.
Oh, this is
So
very.
it'll be a handmade blade, symbol dagger, and what it is a beaded string that goes to a raven feather that is tied off very well. It won't come off by any means.
Oh wow, that's very nicely made. But here, you can go through the basics, and
Right.
Marty, however long teaching.
Well, that
yeah.
brings up the next question. How long are you guys willing to wait?
I'm gonna be. Jeremina can space out for days.
Okay.
Like when they go and set up the smithing thing, Jermina's like getting comfortable. She's like pulling out blankets.
Jeremina, if you would like, I have my my love seat in my workshop. You can spread out on that. I have some pillows and blankets too.
Oh, nice. Do you mind if I move the love seat out in the open?
I would prefer if you didn't.
I mean, I can put it back.
I think it's a matter of
And-
moving it.
I just don't want it to run into anything. But EV3 can help, so sure, why not?
I mean, yeah, alright. Well, I just don't want to, because he's an assassin. He can just,
Yeah.
like, break in and take the arm.
We can always just take the arm with us into the other room.
Yeah, but I don't want to get chased by an assassin who
I
can
don't
just
think
kind of
he-
kill people.
I mean, we have his arm.
I'm sure he can kill us with just
We're-
one arm.
We're in a back room, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
You guys are kind of in between the back room and the front of the shop where the arm is currently.
After Olin gives the dagger, he's gonna go to the front and just start looking at all the random shit. 'Cause
Yeah, I mean, Jermina's still in the front, like, watching the arm. It's just been...
Okay.
No, I didn't consider taking the arm with us. I was really just gonna wait out this guy, like, test his patience. But, I mean, we could literally just take the arm with us.
we can. It's probably safer.
Alright,
over
you
there,
guys want to
right?
go gambling with some assassin's arm?
No, the
Take
arm
the
can't
arm
leave the
out
store.
of here, though. He has
You
to
just
return it.
said.
No,
I
as
think
in
we
we
move
can
it
take
into
it
the
to the
back
back of the
room.
shop.
Why
in the shop.
can't the arm leave the store?
Because then he won't know where to pick it up, and he won't know where we
He
are.
will
and
know
he
where to
stole
pick
it.
it up.
And also,
He
that's
doesn't know where
that,
to pick it up.
Jeremina.
That's
Well,
where
we
he dropped
can
it
leave-
off.
We can leave a note.
An IOU,
Well,
a new arm.
Yeah, we're these folk. We're rolling with Olin.
On the invoice, it says that it is going to be picked up from here. If it's not picked up from here, he can cause issues, and I don't want to get in trouble with Mr. Gimble. Not that he'll be mad. He'll just be extremely disappointed, which is worse. So it has to stay here. So it can move throughout the cabin.
And if it's in the back room, it will be a little safe. Fish, I think you're frozen.
Oh no!
Bleh.
Yep.
First freeze of the new year!
Woo! Finally! Get it done over with fast.
Do you want to take a break? Oh, never mind. Hold on.
Nope. So we can move it to the back room, in which case it will be easier for
Welcome back.
us to know when he's here.
Okay,
And
my
it's a
thing
lot-
is that he's. Go on.
And it's a lot cozier, and it would be illegal, and we could get Marty in trouble as well as ourselves in trouble if the arm leaves the shop.
But he's an assassin. He's not gonna cause trouble if his arm leaves the shop, because then we just go, you're literally killing people. I'm fine with it.
Please.
He's killing
Please,
enemies.
Serena.
No, he's killing people.
He's killing people.
The dockside workers, only one of them were cultists.
He killed the bull spawns, not the cultists.
Not all bull spawn are necessarily evil.
I'm the spawn of things from hell. If someone killed me, you'd be pretty fucking upset about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's killing people like me, not ball spawn.
Actually, while we're thinking about it, Marty wants to take another look at the arm, if she can. Now that she has a little bit more time with it.
Okay. Sorry. Give me a second.
No, you're all good.
Okay. So, yeah. It is it is an arm. It obviously has the buttons and sort of hatchways running up and down it. What is it you would like to inspect about the arm?
She wants to figure out what those mechanisms are. What the various mechanisms are. Like the 4 different buttons. Safely, if possible.
Okay, sure. So, of the 4 buttons, which is it you are investigating?
She will go for ring finger first.
Okay. Go ahead and make a Arcana check.
Okay.
And you're not pressing it, right?
No.
Okay.
Not yet. Ooh, okay. That is a 13 on the die plus 5 for 18.
So you get the distinct sense out of looking at them. It is, we lost Muty. That the ring finger is emanating a magical energy of some kind. You can't really put your finger down on what exactly it is, but it also does look as though it has mechanical elements. But you're not really able to sort of trace where it goes, but you know absolutely positively that it generates a magical effect of some kind. You're just not sure what.
And that's the ring finger?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I could try to know. Interesting. One of these gives off some sort of magical effect. Do any of you know anything about magic in particular?
I do.
Do you?
I did. I know a fair amount too, baby. What's up?
I was about to ask if you recognize any of these rune symbols, or they're kind of hard to see.
But Silkis, why don't you take a look, and
certainly.
I'll just kind of You know what? Let me.
So
can I see
will
it?
walk over and examine the arm.
Let
Arm.
me. Now, what I can
Arm.
do is I can. I can use some prestidigitation and make the runes pop out a little bit more for you.
Oh, that
Uh,
would be delightful.
and I'm gonna use the help action to help Silkas.
Okay, go ahead and make a investigation check, Silkez.
Ouch. That's gonna be a spicy little 6.
Was that with advantage?
Oh,
Yep. Yeah, you have the help action.
that'll be a 16.
A
Okay, give me 2 seconds.
Daw.
Hi,
Hello, Hannah. Oh, honey. Daw.
Hannah! Adorable.
Great. Great.
Okay. Anyways, so what you note about you're able to identify very positively that it is indeed arcane, that it is indeed magic, but all of the sort of mechanical and arcane elements are on the interior of the prosthetic, tracing them back to what they do or what they perform, is from the exterior with no additional supporting magic, is or would be very, very difficult.
So it does generate magic, but because of the fact that it's all on the interior, it's kind of hard for me to pass.
Yeah.
So, in order for me to be able to glean what kind of magic is coming from the arm, we would have to take it apart again.
Yeah, no. I mean, I could try and look up some of these sigils. Marty kind of
I'm
looks around and pulls out like her broken pocket watch and will quick fashion a little lamp to
Sure.
I'm
look
gonna be
in.
honest. It's kind of weird we're doing all this. Like, I get that he's an assassin, but this is still somebody's arm that we're really just kind of like fiddling around with. Like, it feels really weird.
Yeah, I don't think we should take it apart.
Oh, I would never take it apart. I just want. It's very cool.
I mean, yeah, but it's still like his arm.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe he'll let me ask about it. But
Yeah, I mean, he won't. You can. I'll make sure he lets you ask about it. I can't guarantee answers, but you'll definitely be able to ask.
okay. All right. But Marty will leave it be then.
Okay.
But she is willing to wait for however long because she has a couch here. She has spent the night here before on many occasions, even though she really shouldn't.
Hence the love
Sure.
seat.
Hence the love seat.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys want to do before we jump ahead?
Silkez is going to take out the book he unashamedly bought, which is the Jaraxel Cobalt fanfic, and sit there and read it.
That would be oh fuck, what's it called?
Break into Infinity.
Thank you.
Onto
Break onto
infinity. Infinity.
Indeed.
Onto. Very
Unto
important.
Infinity.
Um,
My bad.
so, Kez, do you want to read
Read
us
the
an excerpt? I can do that if you want.
Olin is definitely.
But I mean,
in
you
the
might as
front
well
of
share with the
fucking
class.
Store, nowhere near this.
Marty has escaped with Olin to the back of the store to
I
work
mean,
on the.
I can if you like. I'm mostly just reading through and laughing at it.
Yeah, I haven't. I haven't read it. Why did they always leave?
What?
They've gone on to the back room.
Oh, it's because I'm reading a smut fic, essentially.
Owen's in the front, and he's looking at all the toys.
I brought you back to the back where they're
We
not.
were in the back rooms looking at the arm because Marty brought the arm to the back rooms, and now both Marty and Olin have escaped back to the front.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
It's
Well, I mean, they would escape even if we was reading anything provisional.
no, I think it's specifically because it's a Jyaxle and Cobalt romance novel.
Well, you said it was because it was a smut fic. So what is it? That it's a
It's
joke?
both.
Okay.
It's both. Would
Okay.
you like to read it?
I would like everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
Oh, I've got I've got this in the bag. Don't worry.
yes.
Oh,
Let me check my con score. So 19.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
11.
Okay.
Give me a second. I'm sorry.
Nope. No worries.
Mm-hmm.
He's 100% not showed up tonight. Motherfucker was gonna show up
Oh,
in the morning.
what he is doing is he is gassing us with some sort of sleeping gas, I'm betting.
No, this is because of how long we stayed up.
It might also be an exhaustion thing.
Mm-hmm.
We just don't know.
We don't
Find
even
out.
have a place to stay.
You guys have kind of been tavern hopping, in fairness.
Yeah, we never came out with the next one.
That's going to be an 11 on me too.
Okay. With that, no one gains a level of exhaustion. He never shows up.
Ooh.
It is now the next morning.
Oh, Jesus.
Yay. Oh, God. Oh,
I don't get it.
oh no.
Why would Cobalt do all of that and then never stay with Jaraxel?
You do this
Well, I
to
don't-
torment me. I swear
I
you
don't
all
get it.
fucking do.
Why would I know that
See-
Jaraxel? I mean, he never commits, but I really don't. Like, they went through so much.
There's
They
a
also
lot more
greatly
hand-holding than I thought
exaggerated.
there'd be.
Everything, especially since, Cobalt and Jaraxel, all that emotion? No, they could never own up to
Fucking
that.
hate you all
I
so
know,
much.
but in this book, why didn't they? I mean, Jaraxel was willing. But Cobalt didn't stay.
Cobalt never
I-
stays.
Well,
For once, Jaraxel had to be the one that got left behind.
You
So
see,
how it
right.
coming into this conversation from the front of the shop, you see Mr. Gimble just sort of stopped and he's listening, taking his hat off, and he's like in the middle of unbuttoning his coat.
Oh,
Olin is like on the ground next to the door, so he sees Olin. Olin's like, they have not stopped all night. They've talked about this 6 times.
oh gosh. Marty is like quick, like going over everything and like making sure they didn't leave anything anywhere. Like, I am so sorry. We
No,
meant
that's
to.
quite all right. Certainly
good.
didn't have to stay here. Carry on. I've heard the book clubs are quite having quite a good time with that book that I've heard. And he'll sort of take his coat off and place it on the low coat hook that's there for him to pop his hat on. Anyways,
Marty switched over to helping with that. Like,
He never stopped by to pick up the arm.
oh, well, that's all right. That's pay on delivery anyways. He's not getting his arm back until he comes. And he'll sort of
that's what she said.
God damn
Uh,
it.
So
thank you,
glad.
thank you, Echo.
We all looked at our
Um,
own cameras and just went, who's gonna say it?
Yeah. It was a fucking office moment. Okay.
Marty, I'm so sorry for doing this. That's what she said.
Can we go now?
You're great, Gamble. I like you.
oh, well, thank you all. I like all of you as well, and appreciate your help.
Aw.
Of course.
We should leave a little letter for Jetto. I mean, he obviously knows that we're here, because he...
Didn't show up.
Yeah. So we should just leave a nice little tidy letter.
Why wouldn't he have shown up with you all here?
He's...
Certainly he wants his arm back.
He's...
That's a very good question.
He gets nervous around new people. The only one of us that he really knows is Olin.
No, that's interesting. He was a fairly confident fellow.
Did Can I see the invoice?
Oh,
Yeah.
I haven't drafted it yet.
Oh. Okay.
Pay on receipt. He brought his own materials, all that thing. He just needed someone to do the
That's
work.
fair. Alright, because it's certainly a... that's a very good question. And how did he say he got the dent in it again?
He didn't say. Though seems as though it hit. It must have struck it against something quite hard. What it could have been, yeah, and he'll hold up his hands, probably about that big or so.
Oh.
Interesting. Okay. Well, shops all opened up. I'm still technically on vacation because whatever duty. But just I'll stop by later on. Sorry. I should get some food. Let's go get some breakfast.
No, we gotta draft up a letter.
Okay.
I will be right back. I have to use the bathroom.
You wanna just take a
It's
break
off
right
to the
now?
left.
Actually, do you want to just take a break?
I was
While
Yeah,
gonna
sure.
say, I gotta
and then
pee
time
too.
to go
Yeah, we can do that.
All right,
All
guys,
right.
we will be right back.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Dyson Dynamics, where I've consistently adjusted my seating position from crisscross applesauce to have my leg off to one side or the other, threatening demonetization. Last we left our
I wasn't gonna say it.
Last we left our heroes, they had just stayed the night at Gimbal and Son's clock shop, waiting for the mysterious assassin Jetto to come pick up his prosthetic arm. However, he was a no-show, which we then pick up with them in the morning, presumably just inside Gimbal and Son's clock shop.
So
what
did
do we want
wanted
the-
to say?
Yes. I'm going to write it down this time.
Here's your arm back.
We know you're looking for this, and we are looking for you.
A little ominous, but we can build off of that. We can elaborate.
Leave a note where you want to meet.
Oh, yeah, we were hoping to meet you in person.
We
Um,
were hoping to meet you in person.
Out of character, I had thought, please appear ominously at your convenience.
God. Okay, but
Please appear at your convenience.
Please
Please
at-
appear when we are all together at your convenience.
also we are the group doing this because he might think this is just a random clockwork shop.
I'm pretty sure he knows, because he obviously didn't show up because he saw that we were here.
If
So maybe put.
if he saw that we were here, and that's why he didn't show, then yeah.
He also knows who I am. Olin has said that much. So he likely knows who we all
I
are.
mean, he's obviously been spying on us. I mean, we can still let him know, but
You're hearing nothing of this, Mr. Gimbal.
Huh?
Nothing, just checking.
You hear the roiling water of a tea kettle off in the distance.
You really shouldn't be drinking caffeine.
Mm-hmm.
is he okay? I promise I'm not hitting on him. Is he married? I'm not hitting on him.
I think he has a wife? I don't know. Like, whenever I ask, he's always like, oh, married to my work. But also, she kind of like leans in and is like, he definitely, he doesn't have a wife. But he is definitely seeing one of the grandmothers from the House of Gond. And it's very cute, actually. He like makes her like these little. It's very sweet.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Marty. He kind of seems like the type to have like a little young bit on the side.
No,
I don't know.
Why are you
I'm-
besmirching Mr.
I'm
Hugin's name?
I'm not
Gimbal-
besmirching him. There's nothing wrong with having a young bit on the side.
Mr. Hugo would never. Trust me, I would know.
Olin's gonna
I
walk
know.
outside.
I mean, you don't even know he's married.
Mr. Gimbal actually, he left. He went to the Hall of Ladies, and he left with like 3 people. We just don't know because we didn't follow him.
No,
It's not relevant to the story.
Oh!
He had an upside down pineapple party.
Not gonna ask.
Never mind.
I'm
We're
already
gonna pass over that one.
I'm already on that edge of demonetization, and I just don't need to take it any further.
And me not knowing if he was married or not was, God, nosebleed was Echo trying to figure it out on the fly because she couldn't know. She couldn't think about it.
And now,
Okay.
Mr. Gimble
Just goes to
is a
swingers
pimp.
parties.
He's a
Oh,
pimp.
okay.
Oh!
Now,
Are
we were
you
hoping to meet you in person. Please appear at your convenience when we are all together. We have questions and information about the Cult of the Dead 3.
Put a
Sounds good
heart
to
on
me.
the end.
I like that. Little heart. All right. Okay, how's that look? Does that look good?
Oh, it looks. I like it. Yes.
Okay,
That's
but
very good.
let me add some squigglies,
Oh my gosh.
another heart.
Jermina, I'm hungry.
There is nothing holding you here.
You!
Olin's already
Uh, d-
outside.
Am I
We
putting
do-
leads in your socks?
We
You can't
do
know.
technically. We go all eat breakfast together and discuss what we've.
Well, they
what
can.
our
The
next plans.
breakfast is like down the hall. They can
Oh,
go.
there is that bakery. You guys can go to the bakery.
Yeah, go to the bakery and get
Okay.
some pastries. I'll be right out.
All right.
Give me a
Marty.
bear claw, please.
Sure. Maybe 3.
Wow.
Mhm. And Marty will go join Olin and say, "We've been put on bakery duty. Come on, let's go think."
Okay. And he'll start walking.
All right. As you guys are walking
Very
towards the
emphatic.
as you guys are walking towards the bakery, you are approached by a small boy. This small boy is wearing a placard and is carrying under his arm what look to be broadsheets. And he'll say, "Have you heard the news? The killer strikes again!" And will extend a paper at you.
Thank you. How much?
Well, the sheet costs 2 silver, man.
All right. Marty will go through her rummage her coin purse and pull out the 2 silver.
Okay. We'll take that.
And she will snap the paper and take a look.
Okay. It is exactly as the newsie sees himself off. It is exactly what he predicted. It is a salacious story claiming to be an exclusive, though you're sure that it is probably being covered elsewhere. That there has been another body found at the maiden statue. So the maiden statue murders have continued.
Well, I guess he was busy. But no. We should check that out.
Jeremia leaves a note with the arm. Hey, you guys! This wasn't a short walk. Y'all haven't even got into the store yet.
Jeremina,
What's up?
there's been another murder.
Yeah.
His arm
Okay.
with, the blades and stuff he kills him with
Okay.
is in the clockmaker shop right now.
Okay.
And someone new has been found dead at the maiden statue, so he might have been busy last night.
Yes.
Or we might have his weapon with us.
Well, if he's an assassin, he doesn't just kill with his arm.
It's a
Like,
tool.
I don't know.
I mean, my husband, again,
And he
used to
knows
be an
us.
assassin, and he took someone out with yarn. So,
But Marty, what are you saying?
I'm worried about why he wasn't at the shop last night. And
Oh, you're saying he might have been the one killed.
yes, I'm worried about that.
you're
And I think
worried
we should
about
check
the
that out.
assassin?
He kind of has a lot of information that we could use. And also,
Oh,
I
that's
want to know
right.
about his arm.
Well, if he's dead, you get to crack open the arm.
Wonderful. Okay. But let's get our...
Yeah,
We
let's.
need something to eat, so let's quick grab food and head towards the main statue. Sound good?
Running towards the maiden statue, toast in our mouth.
Okay.
It's like the Starbucks.
The bakery is just opening its doors. It has all manner of breakfast items, donuts, bagels, eclairs, etc. They also do serve beverages, though they don't appear to be the specialty here. It does appear to be the baked goods.
Can I get one bear claw and one raspberry Danish, please?
Absolutely. And
Mhm.
bagged up. There you are.
Can I get 3 cheese danishes? Whatever you got, the bear claws. Yeah, I want 2 of those, and then I want another cheese danish. Marty, Owen, what do you want?
Can I get my usual scone and a decaf Earl Grey?
Those will get handed across the counter.
Thank you. Marty will go over to her bag and pull out a little pill case, and will quick take her morning meds with her breakfast.
Owen, what do you want?
Olin will just walk up and point to a small loaf of bread.
Okay, no, he wants. Let's get him like a thing of cinnamon bread, an everything bagel,
And the bread?
and the bread. You can't just have a loaf of bread.
I can.
No, you can't.
It's fine, Jeremy. It
No.
doesn't matter.
Okay.
He'll the server will go ahead and put the bread there, and then we'll also follow it up with a cup of what looks to be a dark liquid that looks to be hot, and say, "You seem a little sleepy. That one's on the house."
Nah. And he'll take the bread, he'll take the coffee, and he'll leave whatever else she just ordered.
A man of simple needs, I suppose.
All right. It's made in statue.
All right. You all make your way to the maiden statue. There is once again, just as there was last time, a small group of individuals sort of gathered there. It seems as though the body has been taken away. There is not but a chalk outline left on the ground where it once laid. There is sort of a pooling of blood there amidst that chalk outline. And of the figures you see there, you see Detective O'Sullivan. You see Captain Zodge, and then Captain Zodge's sort of personal guard, the Minotaur Okeb, who seems to just sort of be maintaining the perimeter around the scene. And there does not appear to be much of anyone else.
When they get there, unless they're stopped by anybody, Jermina's instantly reaching into her sewing kit, and she's pulling out a length of string that's been pre-measured to 6 feet, and is seeing if the chalk outline compares to that.
Okay, it does not. This chalk outline is much squatter. It looks as though it probably is right around 5'6", with sort of a stockier build.
It's not our guy. It's a short king.
Now, what do you mean, not your guy?
We had a suspect, but we're not sure about him yet.
Yeah.
Oh. Now, did you hear about this? He'll sort of mention James. They've been kind of running their own thing. We're tackling it from all different directions. All right. I see how it is.
Who died, Captain Zodge, if you don't mind my asking?
Not quite sure. Didn't have any sort of identification documents on him, so I don't know if it was somebody who, maybe snuck in from the refugee camp or, traveler down from the docks or.
Do you have any distinguishing features that we could try to find an identification with?
Short, portly, bald fellow. Was
Hmm.
wearing, very shabby robes. Not much in the way of. Don't know. Perhaps he's
That's not much to run off of.
Perhaps he's a monk of some kind. Though I would say that he wouldn't be one of those monks.
Oh, not those.
Nah.
Wait. You said. Was it an older man?
Older, yeah. I would say about 50, human.
Hmm.
All
Alright.
he wants to do is his crowd check. Just see if
Okay.
he sees anyone.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Hey, this one's better.
Hey!
Not natural 20.
Okay. It seems like the people of Baldur's Gate are giving this area a wider and wider berth every time a body is found here. Last time there was a sort of crowd gathered, sort of looking on. This time that does not seem to be a problem, or it might be the presence of the Minotaur keeping the perimeter, as it were. You don't see anyone.
Go on, Zalj.
I'm just wondering if y'all are having any success whatsoever in locating where these people are coming from. The election is coming up.
Well, as far as we can tell, they all seem to be unrelated, which makes the investigation that much harder. It also doesn't help that the only leads we have to go on is that they were drained of all blood, and there seems to be a rose found at each location.
Yeah, well, the ones that are getting dumped here,
I'm sorry, Mr. Zaj. Or Captain Zaj, sorry.
We are doing our best, but we don't exactly have a lot to go on.
We're
Or
also not
training and
exactly
investigation.
we're not exactly trained investigators.
y'all are adventurers. Adventurers do this shit all the time.
Not until you pressed us into it.
I don't
Y'all
think I'd
were
ever investigated there.
Y'all were adventurers before that. All right. Anyways, well, we got the scene cleaned up here. O'Sullivan, could you please get me something in a reasonable amount of time where we can get a speech together about some sort of findings on this? I don't care what it is. Oh, I'll do my best. All right. Thank you. My God. Well, you all have a fantastic morning. It has been a joy running into you all.
Do you want to choose Danish?
I suppose so.
Here you go.
Thanks. And he will walk off towards Oked. At this point, James, where have you guys been?
We've been investigating and handling business.
And evading getting fucked.
Did you
killed?
I'm gonna leave that alone. I don't know. It's starting to heat up. It's like it's happening more often.
There's not a lot we can do about that. We are going at a pace that we know. The only possible thing... Silkus is going to lower his voice. We got the location of a bathhouse that might have some activity going out of it. But that's the best we've got.
All right, well, that's worth following up on, I suppose. All right. Well,
The shabby robe. At one of the bodies, I was able to recover and even replicate one of them robes. Whoever got killed, that was probably a cult member.
That was kind of my guess, too, but I didn't want to say it until we were sure.
Could we see the body this time?
I mean, I don't know what you're going to garner from the body, if I'm honest. It's... There's not really much interesting about the man, I'll tell you that.
I'm curious. And we
What?
might find some. We might. If we happen to see a missing poster, you know.
Well, once we figure out who he is, those missing posters aren't going to be up for long. We'll tell his family.
Okay.
Well, I just want to figure out who knows him, if anyone does.
Yeah.
Well, we can-
We'll know in due time, I'd imagine.
Well, we'll try and get back to you. We were concerned about being followed, and that's why we stopped staying at the Three Old Kegs.
Oh, no, that makes sense. I appreciate that.
Is the 3-Old Keg doing okay?
Yeah. I believe so. Think so.
If you and your wife run into any trouble, please don't hesitate to ask us. And I mean that sincerely. For anything.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
I will.
Well, see you again. soon.
Yeah, and I'll see if I can get an ID on this guy, and pass you that information as soon as I know.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. And he'll sort of stick his hat back on, and he'll depart.
We should look into that bathhouse today.
Yes, I was thinking that.
I want a New Year's Dodge so bad. Just cut him right before that speech.
Do you think... What am I saying? Do you think this one is the ball spawn?
Well, yeah, he only kills.
He
Ball
only kills
spawns.
ball spawn.
But
It
he said there was only one left in the city, right? Or was I misremembering that?
Olin, did he say there was only one in the city?
He only mentioned one near the statue, right?
So I think the line that you might be thinking about is Rasmuth explaining that there's usually a ball spawn at the head of the
That's what
the cult. That doesn't
Okay.
necessarily mean that there isn't more ball spawn around that aren't associated with the cult, but Rasmuth did confirm that there would be one at the front of this cult cell. I don't know if that's what you're remembering, perhaps.
For some reason I remembered Jeddo asking Olin to look into finding a person, but never mind. We're all good.
Now you've got me curious.
But well, never mind. It was I misremembered something, I think. But yes, we definitely need to investigate the bathhouse, because even if morally dubious, we can't really need to figure this thing out.
If we investigate that bathhouse, we all have to be prepared for
Whatever could happen.
Cleaning house.
Yeah.
I mean, if we go in there and we find out it's cult activity, they're gonna know we busted him. So, Marty, you're gonna have to be okay with that.
Okay.
Where the
Alright.
fuck? Yeah.
Let's, we gotta do it before night time. We gotta definitely do it during the day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how we're gonna sneak all her stuff into a bathhouse.
Mm-hmm.
All
Well,
whose stuff into a bathhouse?
Mine. I just
Oh, yeah.
can say it's a assistant, service automaton. Because, I mean, it is.
Can I put my stuff in your bag?
Yeah,
Marty?
sure.
Okay, cool. I'll make sure to keep it in a bundle so it's easier to get, and I think the rest of us should do the same. Because they may try to be like, oh, well, it's a bathhouse, you gotta strip down or wear one of our robes, and then we can't bring any of our stuff in. But
Oh,
I
I
mean,
didn't
Marty,
think about
you've got that medical thing, so you obviously need to have
Mhm.
your
No,
stuff
it's-
with you.
Technically, I made my. Technically, it's my old medicine bag, anyways. I
Yeah,
just have it,
and
but-
EV3's got your nebulizer on it. So
Well, I have my nebulizer right here, but it has an extra one.
Ah.
Never mind, it doesn't matter.
well, yeah, don't have your nebulizer on you when we're trying to sneak in EV3 as a medical assistant, but yeah, I've got you all checked out in my notes that EV3 has your little nebulizer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's all. I'll be fine. I'm not worried about UV3. Well, water isn't great for it, but it's not like.
Well, I'm preparing for what they'll try to say to make us unprepared for going into their
Oh yeah.
cult bathhouse.
Mhm.
So we'll sneak in our equipment in the bag. It's medical bag, so if they give us any crap, me and Silkez will. I mean, I've got it down. I want to speak to your manager. I got it covered.
Oh, all right.
Um,
Okay. Then let's. Do we know the location of the bathhouse?
It's run out of a butcher shop.
Okay.
oh, that's right. We
but-
got to get into the.
One of the
Let's
people that came
see.
into
It is
the
out of a butcher shop
well-
and specifically run by a hobgoblin.
Okay. Didn't one of the people that we knew coming into Baldur's that was in like the same sort of like group as us, coming into Baldur's Gate run a butcher shop?
Yeah.
He might know which one has a hobgoblin running it.
No, where are my notes? Because you're right.
His name. Oh, God. His last name was a color. His last name was a color.
Redmond.
Like a color. Yes.
Redmond and Sons.
That one. He was a butcher, but he didn't specify where he was going to be run out of.
I'm not sure. But we know Redmond and Sons. We can ask where Redmond and Sons is, and then from there we can find the other one. There we go.
Alright.
Alright, and let's make sure we're all kitted up. Make sure we're all stocked up on things that we might be needing, and
Yeah, I might quick. No, I have everything in my bag. It's good. Alright, sounds good to me. Do we want to head out then?
do we have a plan for how we're gonna approach getting into the bathhouse or the butcher shop? Because it all seems very hush-hush.
Yes, I don't know if there's a code. I don't know if there's a code phrase or a code word.
I
Hi, we-
have 2 sets of robes.
Hi, we'd like to come use the bathhouse and then put down a couple, like a nice chunk of gold?
I think that's just liable to get us kicked out.
Yeah.
Because it's just a butcher shop. Like, if we walked in and we was like, I'd like to see, it's very much,
The
I would
only
like your
thing-
finest weed.
We could also ask.
Then how do we
Mr.
approach?
Redmond about it.
Well, I've got the amulet. I just have that on display as we walk up, and
That might get you killed.
The amulet?
I mean, yeah. The pendant of the Dead Three?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, flashing that around is liable to get you killed. I wouldn't do that.
I'm kind of concerned
Well,
about that.
I mean, if
Call it the Dead 3 run place.
if it's in a Cult of the Dead 3 place.
But then you should know the name of the password. You should know the passcode if you're bringing.
Well,
Flash.
I'm new.
Maybe this is first. Maybe this is where they initiate people.
Right. And I mean, it's all about murdering each other and conquering and all that. So it's like, oh, I killed the guy who inducted. No.
If you show
can-
the pendant, then I can wear the rose.
Alright, how about this? We walk in, I grab the hobgoblin, I pull him over the counter, I'm like, show us your fucking bathhouse. And then he
No.
lets us through. No?
No.
Okay.
We
Um,
would be
Let's
better
just
off.
kill him.
No, we would be
No.
better off asking. The only thing I can think of is some
Oh, I'd
witty,
agree with you.
some
Let's just
witty meat
kill him.
pun. Some witty meat pun. I would like to use the facilities. What's the special for today? I don't know.
Okay, let's just,
Mhm.
we don't even have to kill him.
Yeah.
We can just, like, knock him out, tie him up, and then
Well,
have free reign of the place.
Or we can just
There's-
we can just ask.
Yeah, we can just ask, and
Because
if
what
we
if he
make
has a
fool of
button?
ourselves, we can
What if
come
he
back
has
and
a
let them
button
know.
underneath? So if we try to
if he
attack him,
has a button under it, then we just, it's all taken
Well,
care of.
How about we go to the butcher shop, look around, see what it's like, make a plan if it's not obvious.
I'm pretty sure it's not going to be obvious.
Well, maybe it might be. We don't know. We have to look.
We're going to walk into the butcher shop.
We're going to order some meat. Shut up. I know. We're going to get some thinly sliced ham
We're going to
and
walk
monetization.
in ham.
It doesn't matter, Jeremy. We're going there, we're scouting it out. We'll see
Look,
what's on
we
the
can
menu.
we can get some chuck steak for you.
I don't
If
like
nothing
chuck
else.
steak.
Well, what do you like?
I don't like your assumption that I like chuck steak.
We'll find you something that you want to eat at the butcher
I
shop.
already know what I want. I
Alright,
already
what
know
do you want?
exactly. I'm not telling y'all. I'm keeping that to my chest.
Alright, well let's go to the butcher shop and find it.
This all sounds good. Playing it by
Mhm.
ear. All right, we're going in a little bit dangerously. All right, Marty. I see where you're going with this. Look. Kind of
Well,
Alright.
let's just
it
sit
is.
here for a second. Can we find directions to Redman? Find directions to the Redmond and Sons, and then from there, see if we
Yeah.
can't find the Goblin Shop.
Yeah, Wallace Redman, who you all
Yes,
met several days ago at this point, would be ecstatic to see you, would inform you that his owlbear steaks did in fact spoil on that damn bridge. And he's really salty about it. When you ask about the Hobgoblin Run place, he'll advise you that he's heard it's kind of shady, not because they're hobgoblins, just because it's a bad area of town. And then will say that it's the War Weaver's Butcher is the name of the place, and it's down near the docks.
Was it? Sorry, I was thinking of the line.
Actually, Mr. Wallace,
Yeah.
If you can, we're actually looking for a bathhouse. Do you know anything about that?
Best one I know about is Sizzling Stones. It's sort of upscale. Like if you're gonna spend the extra money, kind of on the edge of the Manor District. You know, folks. You know, it's nice. It's nice.
Oh, okay.
That's what it was.
That actually sounds very nice. We've been so busy with everything, but thank you. I appreciate that so much.
No, not a problem.
I hope you get some owlbear steaks that do not get spoiled.
I appreciate it.
The line that
And-
popped into my head, he's a hobgoblin, which I'm perfectly fine with.
I'm perfectly okay with it.
Oh, and don't worry about them steaks being spoiled, because we got pressed into adventuring service, so I
Oh,
promise your day's not as bad as ours has been.
sounds it. Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
I see why you need a bathhouse. That checks out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you think you don't like Zaj, just wait until he's your boss.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. But thank you for all your information.
Not a problem.
And
We're
Marty will buy something out of like a deli sandwich or something.
Okay.
Just
Easy enough.
Yeah, I think Jeremina like orders like a I don't know, like shaved turkey or
Can
something.
I get a Rachel? But and then what was the name of the place again?
Warweavers?
Warweavers Butchers. Okay. All right. So we're heading in that direction now.
Yep.
Okay.
We
You guys make your way down to the docks and sort of either by asking around or just walking around for a long enough period of time, locate the Warweaver's Butcher. It is set off back in an alley, and it has a front window, but the front window is very crowded with linked sausage, creating almost like a sausage-like curtain, where you can't quite see inside the butcher's shop. And
I get it.
opening the door, there is a chime, and on the inside, you find a very sparse-looking butcher's counter with a tall, very, very built hobgoblin standing behind it. Above the counter is a long chalkboard with the words Warweaver's Butcher Shop, and there is like prices for linked sausage and like basically like a beef product, and that's it.
And then below that it says in chalk, "This is the front."
Right, no kidding. And then he will sort of wave and say, "Welcome to Warweaver's Butcher."
Silkez will look around and then he'll whisper, "It's quite the sausage fest in here."
He was very tall. I wasn't expecting him to be that tall and wide.
Well, hobgoblins are tall and built like this.
All of them?
Most of them. There's variations
of them?
course. Yeah.
And they're just walking around like this?
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, they are hobgoblins. They do look like that, yeah. My apologies, Mr. Warweaver. She's from Luskin. She hasn't seen a hobgoblin before.
No, that is okay.
You
I
are.
get-
This is a professional estate, and you are working. I do not bother
we're
people
not.
while
Yes.
they're working.
We're trying to find the closest bathhouse. That's what we're here for. That's-
I see. Are you at all interested in ordering from our specials menu? And he
I
will
told you!
he will go ahead and reach over to the side, and then will go ahead and sort of toss over the counter something which is not a menu but is a bathrobe.
Oh, yes. We're very interested in the specials menu.
It would seem that is the state of things today. So would you like the public space, the semi-private space, or the private space?
With semi-private, are you still facing the public?
It's more a cheaper option to private, but you share with people who may be willing to pay a little more.
Let's go private.
How much is the private?
That would be 30 gold pieces for the day.
Okay, but I can chalk up 10.
I've got,
What? How much is the public?
15.
Public is 1 gold piece per.
Please don't forget what we're here for is relaxing, and I'm gonna find it real hard to do relaxing when everyone's out here seeing.
How much is a semi-private?
Semi-private is 5 gold pieces per.
That's not that bad.
That's the best
Marty
we can
will
do,
put down the
Jeremy.
5 gold for that.
We didn't go gambling last night, so we don't have much to work with.
Marty will gesture at her. It's my medical service droid.
Does
Is that
it
gonna be
bathe?
easy? No,
Then you don't need to pay.
thank you. Thank you, I appreciate that.
Olin will drop 5 gold.
Okay.
Oh, Marty already. Oh, you'll have to pay for that.
No, he
Olin,
said
I
5
got it.
gold per.
Oh, I thought it was per room. Okay, I got you now. Yeah.
Yeah,
per
no.
person.
Oh, yeah, no. Only the sort of the big room is 30 for the day, whereas
Mhm.
as he takes your money, it will extend you what essentially looks to be like a marker of some kind. Basically, we'll say you have 2 hours.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Right.
Is there a changing room?
I just almost made an awful joke.
Do
Say
it.
it.
Behind the sausage curtain.
Thank you.
Ah,
Golf
Olin.
clap for the sausage fest joke. Uh,
Olin, do you know this guy? He sounds like you. He does that doll thing that you do.
Olin will look it up and go, in Barovia, go, do you understand me?
He'll sort of stare at you. This one speaks in tongues.
Yeah, he
or
does.
sometimes.
He's so weird.
it's you have similar accents, so he was thinking it might be from his area, but apparently not. Different dialect.
That sounds nothing like my accent.
Olin hasn't
Could-
spoken yet.
Well, you just spoke to him in Barovian,
No,
right?
I know, but that's not the Russian accent I've been doing in
No, I
common.
No.
Yeah, clearly he's from India and he's Russian. There's a difference. Come on, guys.
Does he speak common? Does he speak common?
Not very good.
Not very well. But
No. Now I'm interested now because we could be
Olin,
distant cousins.
Olin, talk to such a Russian bruv guy thing to be like cousins.
We could
we're cousins.
I don't understand what they are talking about.
What does he say?
Oh, he's talking in common now.
Oh, he's talking
No,
when the
he has a very thick accent. I cannot understand him.
Where are you from?
Me?
So,
Yes, you.
Oh, about first layer of the Underdark, under the Dale Lands.
Okay. Marty will.
Oh my god, that's where I'm from.
Oh,
No, like I'm serious. I
oh
was
no,
born there.
that's so interesting. Your accent sounds nothing like.
Well, I was.
Jeremy, Marty just sort of like looks over her. It's like, have you been faking your accent this entire time to sound like you're from Luskin?
No, this ain't an accent from Luskin. This is an accent from the Dales. And yeah, I've been faking my accent this whole time.
Whoa, this
Marty
is
devastated.
crazy. He's like laying out robes.
Why are you such a poser? Listen, Kate Bishop.
Silkes is going to take his robe and go behind the sausage curtain
You
and
almost
change.
just spoke in a Russian accent. You're like, Silkes is going to take his robe.
Marty will also take her rope
not
and go behind the sausage curtain.
understate the hold that this Russian
Hobgoblin.
has on me. Like
The
I'm
chav
literally,
goblin, yes.
I'm like, what's his name?
He
didn't
hasn't said.
Hey, okay? Right before we change.
Oh my god,
what's her
no.
Jeremina.
I'm
Mina.
sorry. That's generally not how this type of exchange works.
Yeah, but I was
not
thinking
type
of a different exchange.
We don't
Mina.
actually sell meat here.
That includes his sausage.
There's,
Yeah, that
there's the
includes the
alley oop.
sausage.
Jason gave the alley oop.
Dunk it.
Someone
Go.
put it in.
And yeah, Mina, that includes his sausage. Come on.
But I'm in love with him.
Well, you'll be in love with someone else too.
Oh shit!
What?
You'll find love elsewhere.
No, I won't. It's him or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Silkes will walk back out in the robe, which he has like pulled tightly around his form. He said, Mina, this, as you said, this is a professional place. This is a place of business.
But he's so tall.
You're hitting on an employee. That's a no-go.
Did we put our weapons in EV3? Because I think we just walked in here and we didn't say anything about doing that.
Yeah, he also has made no. He doesn't seem asked about you guys' weapons.
Yeah.
It seems like that kind of establishment.
Mm-hmm. Marty goes and
Um,
puts on her robe.
well, sir, if we were to call you something, even a letter,
Around here, they call me the doorman. So we can do that.
doorman, thank you.
Oh, and with that, he sort of saddles up behind the large case that definitely doesn't really have much in the way of meat, and will grab two handles, and you hear a as he sort of like walks it back, and you see what looks to be a set of stairs that descends.
Nice.
Oh, that's very nice, actually.
Thank you.
Okay. And as you all begin descending, he'll poke his head over and say, "Follow the signs to the semi-private area. They should be clearly marked."
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Not the problem. And as you all clear the sort of the basically what will be the ceiling when he slides the case back, he slides the case back, and all that is left to guide you is a set of torches. And you can kind of almost feel the humidity and the steam rising up from the from below.
All right, we go to the semi-private area.
All right, so you make your way down the stairs, and you eventually turn, and you turn first into the public area, and you follow the signage around the large open pool, which is currently occupied by about 4 or so individuals, who seem to be not in a group, minding their own business, and then sort of around the corner. As you hit around the corner, you see there standing 2 guards. These guards are sort of dressed nondescriptly criminal, and have long swords at their sides. When they see your little markers that you've been provided for your 2 hours in the semi-private area, they sort of wave you on, and eventually, following the signage, you come to the end of a hallway, and sort of open the door and go into a chamber that is heavy with steam. And you sort of pan around, checking to see if it is truly semi-private or if it is private. And there is one single figure in the pool, and as you all enter, a voice says, "So it looks like you all found it." And Olin, you would recognize this voice. And as the figure, as you sort of watch the figure, it lifts itself out of the water with a set of arms that are not its arms, and it appears to be missing one of the ones attached to its actual body. And that's where we'll leave off.
Yeah!
Good old cliffhanger with a discussion to start next episode.
Very nice.
Poor Morty.
Thank you all who came by. Thank you, Evil
Thank you.
Genius, for the follow. Appreciate
That
it.
was-
Oh, thank y'all.
Thanks, Obama.
Thanks, Obama.
We're back to streaming every Friday, so hope to see you guys here, and see you next week.
Mhm.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
You all have a good night.